What up, everybody? So, I just thought I would start a conversation on this topic, and I don't remember if I brought this up on my channel. Not like officially, maybe in passing, but so I was just listening to Kevin Conway. He's a lawyer in California, and he does videos on the stimulus, blah, 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 whatever. But anyway, it reminded me of how, you know, he says he's married, but yet you do not see a wedding ring on his finger. And this is a topic that I brought up recently on some other guy's channel. I forget his name. But he's married, and you don't see him wearing a wedding ring. And he also referred to his wife as the wife instead of my wife. And I feel like I brought this up on my channel already, but I don't remember doing so. Whatever. And so I'm curious if anybody else has noticed this trend over the last few years of married men, just in general, whether they're Christians or not wearing their wedding ring. What is up with this? Has anybody else noticed this? I've noticed this. What is up with this? You know, and, you know, this kind of gives way to some other related topics, I guess, of like, well, technically in the Bible, you know, we don't really see any scripture that I'm gonna sneeze, that talks about, excuse me, excuse me, we don't really see any scripture that talks about, you know, wedding ceremonies or anyone, you know, wearing rings or anything. I think in Genesis there's mention of like I am gonna sneeze. Boy, oh boy, excuse me. Who was it? The guy who was sent to go get Isaac's wife, Rebecca. I think she was the one that, like, he gave her, like, a nose ring or something. I always found that quite strange. You know, like, even back then they were conforming to the ways of the world or whatever. Because, by the way, for those who don't know, jewelry and makeup was introduced to us by the fallen angels. Anyway, so yeah, so, like, topic number one of, like, what is up with married men, including Christian married men, not wearing their wedding ring? Has anyone else noticed this? Can anyone provide an explanation as to why this is? Is it because it's not in the Bible? Is there, like, some kind of growing trend that people that, you know, I mean, me being a single woman, I'm obviously looking at the hands of men to see if they're single or not, you know, but, like, so I haven't, like, particularly noticed any married women not wearing their rings, but I have come across multiple married men that do not wear their ring. And then topic number two is, you know, what's everybody's thoughts on, when a man refers to his romantic partner, whether girlfriend, fiance, wife, and refers to her as the fill in the blank, girlfriend, fiance, wife, instead of my girlfriend, fiance, wife. I find that incredibly disrespectful, and I believe it, in my opinion, it reveals a lot. It reveals some emotional distance, you know, that he feels towards her, or whatever, you know, like anger, resentment, contempt, whatever, you know. If a man is being a godly man and a respectful man and, you know, tending to his marriage, then he should be feeling affectionate towards her, and he should be calling her my wife, my girlfriend, my fiance, you know, whatever. There was a guy I dated back in 2018, and I caught him referring to me that way. the girlfriend. I was like, what the hell is that? You know, like, you don't call me that. You want to call me my girlfriend, you know, yeah, okay, but, you know, it just kind of lends to that, like, oh, the ball and chain crap, you know, like, I don't know, I just find it disrespectful. So, just wanted to kind of start a conversation. What do you guys think? Have you come across this? Have you noticed this? What's your opinion? You know, have you noticed any married women not wearing their rings? I haven't particularly noticed that. Does anybody know, like, is there some kind of trend, you know, whether it's in the Christian community or just in the world in general, of that people aren't wearing rings anymore or something? Just curious about this. Because, yeah, although we don't see it in the Bible, and yes, we are to be holy, we are to be set apart and separate, you know, even though we're not of this world, we are still in this world. And so, you know, kind of the whole reason of wearing a ring is to show the world, like, hey, I'm taken, you know, don't be trying to flirt with me. You know, it's a way of kind of, like, protecting your marriage. That's how I see it anyway, you know. And so when I'm married, I intend on wearing a ring. I mean, granted, the world's ending, so I've thrown all my ideas of wanting some white gold diamond engagement ring and blah blah blah, all that out the window, and I'm ready to just settle for a silicone groove ring, you know, whatever, but I'm still gonna wear a ring, you know, and my husband better wear his, you know. So anyway, just curious what everybody has to say on this. If you can offer any insight, what's your opinion? Is there a different perspective you can offer? Have you noticed this? Have you not noticed this? Blah blah blah. Just curious what you guys have to say. All right.